just wondering how difficult a decision, how easy a decision was it to come here?
I think it's a little bit of both. That was my alma mater, so that was, the kids, the players on those team. I really developed a bond with them. But for me, a professional standpoint, I thought it was something that I was ready to do, to get to a different program, learn a different way, help different kids from different areas, and kind of branch out a little bit. Duke I was there for 6 years total, with 4 years playing and 4 years playing and 2 years coaching. So that was kind of all I knew. So I wanted to expand my knowledge of the game and different ways of doing things, whether it was mentoring, the coaching, the behind the scenes with administration. All that is different. So I wanted to have that opportunity, and I thought here at Ohio State, like, it's Duke. So if I'm going to leave, it's going to be somewhere that I think could be a really, really, really good place and could do really great things. And when I just talking, he approached my boss about it, and then talking with my parents and other people that I look up to, and knowing great things. When I took the job and it was announced, I don't think I got that many cards and text messages and Twitter messages, and that just told me, like, I'm going to a really good place. And when I came through here and I just walked around and saw the facilities, it was jaw-dropping. I mean, just the things that are available for student athletes here, and as students in general, it's like, this place wants their students to be successful. And I think with the energy that Coach McGuff and the knowledge he has and what he's done with programs and flipping them around and made them to really good systems and places, I felt and believe that we can do that here. So that, when I thought about it and had all that process, I was like, okay, I can do this. But calling them and telling them that I wasn't going to be there, especially the kids that are coming in as freshmen that I really, really bonded with through the recruiting process, was tough. And then telling, people I work with was tough. But I felt like that place is going to always have my heart, because it developed me into being the coach and the person that I am today. So it'll always hold a special place for me.
I imagine when you go out recruiting for this university now, it's almost like you were just recruited by it, so you know all of the pitches, everything.
Some stuff's a little different because we didn't have so many tournaments and stuff like that. But it's been quite a bit, but not too much. But no, a lot of those coaches are the same coaches. I mean, sometimes it's funny, I see a lot of same referees when I was in school. And I've developed those relationships with those coaches throughout the year just through my recruiting. That's helped me now at this point. But no, it's sometimes it's a little bit of the same, but it's a little different now with the Twitter and the Vine now people use, and Facebook is big. We just had text messaging, which was outrageous. We had text messaging and we had phone calls. So a little different.
Every year there's something new.
It is. I know. I now see these Vine. I'm like, should I get a Vine? What am I going to talk about?
It's almost now as a coach and a young coach, you almost have to have all of that stuff.
Well, yeah, it's all how. I mean, the Facebook and the Twitter are good because it's good with communicating. I mean, Coach McGuff is great at doing that. I was like, dang, he has it all. Sometimes he tells me, like, yeah, I saw this, I sent a picture of it. I'm like, okay, you got it. You don't have to coach him on anything. The Vine thing, maybe we can do that more on like a whole women's basketball thing. Maybe not my own personal one, but definitely one we can do, because I'm sure we'll have some silly or some funny moments we can do with the team. But
get Adam on that.
Yeah, get him to do that, yeah. But we'll be around a lot. I mean, I'll be around them a lot, so might flick them and find some pictures or something, get some flicks of them doing something silly or something like that.
Are you the type of person who would be caught doing silly stuff like that?
Sometimes I have some pictures on my Instagram. I have one with like this belt on and like my hair is really curly. It's kind of crazy, but not too much. But every once in a while you catch me doing something.
So when Coach McGuff calls you, I assume there's excitement, because like you said, you sort of have to leave the nest. But then this trepidation. I mean, how do you weigh the two? The excitement of this opportunity versus the trepidation?
You gotta think it out. You gotta really calculate it and make sure it's a good decision. But after the conversation with him, I mean, and weighed it out, and he got to see what I wanted, my vision and what I wanted to do. I think it was a good match.
How good of a salesman is he?
He's pretty good. He works the phone. He's the easy one. I just like, hey, I call this, say this, whatever. He's pretty good.